Hello and welcome. Research tells us that around 30,000 women each year experience birth trauma. When we hear the word trauma, many of us automatically assume physical damage or an experience that others would flinch at when the story is retold. Trauma is also caused by emotions during an experience. If birth is frightening, regardless of why, it might cause birth trauma. This can be something more obvious, like a fear of your baby dying because its heart rate slowed, an emergency cesarean, or birth injuries. You might also experience birth trauma if you feel that you were not well cared for during labour. Feelings of helplessness or a lack of control can cause emotional or psychological trauma. Birth trauma can leave you with symptoms such as flashbacks, anxiety, avoidant behaviour, and difficulties bonding with your baby. Birth trauma happens to birth partners too. As feeling out of control can cause trauma, when you do not know what to expect or were not told what to expect, you are at risk. Thankfully, we have a process that seeks to avoid this situation. Historically, women chose hypnobirthing alongside a natural birth plan. Perhaps they wanted to birth at home and felt concerned about the fewer pain relief options. Or maybe they didn't want a medicalised birth. Hypnobirthing has helped many women birth more naturally. The techniques of hypnobirthing enable the body to work efficiently, so unnatural experiences do not slow down labour, and the intensity is natural rather than heightened. In recent years, the efficacy of hypnobirthing courses, alongside our knowledge of birth trauma, has meant that more and more pregnant women and their birth partners recognise the benefits and use hypnobirthing alongside medicalised and non-medicalised options. Our hypnobirthing course tells you how to align your mind and body so you feel an awareness of how your body is working to birth your baby and a connection with the process. How to use the hypnotic state of mind to let your body function optimally. What to expect in labour and how to assert your rights to informed consent. When you use the techniques in this course, your body will perform exactly as nature intended, allowing you the best physical experience possible for you. You will create an environment in which you have as much information as you need to understand what is happening at each point of your experience. You will have the tools to make yourself a team leader rather than pulled about without consent or explanation like a mannequin model. You will command information so that you have the ability to make an informed choice and will either give consent for checks and procedures or ask for them. You will feel empowered to put yourself in control of your experience, and you will know what to expect. When you put yourself in this position, you are in control and less at risk of birth trauma in even the most extreme of experiences. For many hypnobirthing women, birth is enjoyable, and they give birth with feelings of euphoria. Hypnobirthing educates birth partners on what to expect and the best way to support, so that they too are less at risk of birth trauma and more likely to have the best experience of their life.